So I'm at this Riverside Burger at the Riverwalk in Savannah, and this is just incredible. I'm having such an incredible day, and the praise and glory goes to God. So I'm carrying my backpack, and in it I have a very particular book, and I can't believe I grabbed it. It's called Hacksaw Ridge. Now, Hacksaw Ridge was made into a movie, and it's a very famous movie. I haven't seen it, but I felt compelled to put it in my backpack, and there's a reason why. So we come up here to Riverside Burger, and the dogs are hot. So I went up to the front there, and I was going to buy some water. This Smart Water is $6. So my sister gives me $6, and I go up there, and there's a young guy, and I said, how much? And he says, it's ridiculous, it's $6. But and I'm like, and I start counting my bills, and he's like, you know what? $4. I said, really? He says, yeah, $4. And I said, I've got some dogs that are really hot. Can I have some container? Do you have like a container I can put? Oh, geez, I'm a dog lover. He said, yeah. So he gives us, get this, of ice, and then he gives us that container, right? And then I'm like, hang on, I knew I had to give him something. So I go back, and I have the Hacksaw Ridge. I go and I give him that book. I said, I gotta give you something. You're so kind. And I handed him the book, and he looks at it, and he says, you're not going to believe this. He says, I've watched that movie. I said, what? He says, I've watched that movie. He said, I love that movie. And he's like, yeah, you're going to give me the book? I said, yeah, I'm going to give you the book. And he says, I'm a writer. So he says, he says, thank you, because I will read this. And he says, I like good writing because I'm a writer too. And then there's the worker. She's overhearing it, and she says, I watch that movie every week. That's the best movie. And she's telling me about Hacksaw. And I said, well, hang on, I got something for you too. And I go back to my backpack here, and I have a great controversy in there. So I ended up giving her a great controversy, and she was like, she was loving it. And he was like, wow, this is awesome. He says, so that just made my day. I come out here, and you never know what God is going to do. But all I had to do was put those books in there, and he found the right person at the right time to make that connection. I tell you what, God is moving in a mighty, mighty way.